Cloud. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Andrew Gumbs. This is the fourth episode of our podcast, Artificial Intelligence and Cybersurgery. We're here with Dr. Vincent Grasso also, who will introduce our guest. After you, Vincent.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, Dr. Vincent Grasso. I'm the Director of Social Media and Strategy for our journal, and we have the great pleasure and privilege of having on our next show Professor Konrad Karcz, who's a innovative surgeon working in Germany. And it's a pleasure to have you on our podcast, Doctor. Could you please introduce yourself? You wear many hats, and I'm sure the audience would like to know all of it. So looking forward to chatting.
So good morning, good evening, everybody. We're just in different time zones because I'm located in Germany. I'm professor in surgery in Ludwig Maximilian University. This is the place where I work. It is located in Munich, south of Germany, and we are quite innovative and trying to add some issues in the technological parts in surgery in operating theater. And I'm also a part of the board of Artificial Intelligence Surgery Journal, and I'm proud to be here.
Yeah, I should mention that Konrad is one of our associate editors. I'm the editor-in-chief of our journal, Artificial Intelligence Surgery. So this is a new podcast that we're doing. We're trying to talk to all of our editorial board members so we can disseminate the gospel of AI. I'm actually located in Paris. As we know, Konrad is located in Munich, and Vincent is located in New York or New Jersey right now?
Right now in New Jersey.
New Jersey. So Konrad, you're originally from Poland. Could you tell us a little bit about where you're from in Poland and when you moved over to Germany and how that transition was? Because, you know, as an American moving to Europe, I find it interesting. I can relate a little bit more to the immigrant experience, if you will. So I think it's an interesting topic.
So I was born in Silesia, in the south of Poland, and I studied in Katowice, in Silesian Medical School. And after that, I started to work in the transplant surgery and vascular surgery unit in the Silesian University. And after 6 years, I was just invited to Germany for a couple months. And from this couple months, it is already over 20 years I'm working here. And I switched between several universities in Germany. I was in university in Freiburg, also short in Frankfurt am Main, and then in the University of Lübeck, and then I switched to LMU, to Munich. So it is a long way. I was actually working in each part of Germany, north and west and in south. And it was always very nice experience, and all the departments were very innovative, and I was proud to work there.
You know, we just added a board member. Do you know an HPB surgeon called Yogesh Vishint? He's in one of the private hospitals around Munich. I'm probably massacring his name, so I'm going to try again here. But he's next to Munich, but doesn't sound like you know him, so that's okay. So
I'm sorry. We have a lot of HPB surgeons, and each we have over 41 university clinics in Germany, yeah. And each of them is pretty strong in liver and in pancreas surgery. That's why it's a lot of people. I'm sorry that I'm not knowing him personally.
Right. I've noticed there's definitely quite a bit more pancreatic and liver disease in Europe than there is in America. And I guess that's probably related to the amount of alcohol that's consumed in here, which seems a little bit more important than in the United States. But I digress. So I'm noticing your background, Surgic AI. What is that background?
Yeah, so this is our group in research, and then we just before 3 years started to search for the name, and surgical artificial intelligence in LMU. That was the focus, and this is what we are doing in research. That's why the background.
And before we get to the work that you do now in AI, I should mention that you and I are editing 2 books. Could you remind the viewers the titles of those books and the publisher?
Yeah, so then both books are in Springer Nature, and actually they are focusing on 2 main points, which also in our group we are focusing. The first one is visualization in surgery from some sort of let's say biophotonics through augmented reality and computer vision. Those are 3 pillars which we are focusing on the book, in a book of visualization in operating theater and surgery.
And the title of that edition, because it's actually going to be published in German first,
yes,
if I remember.
This is how the publisher wanted us to do it. So German first, but it was just a wish of publisher. And
could you say the title of that book in German and in English?
It's I will find it out in a second. And the second book is about the automation. Now, automation, we are hearing about the automation all the time from the car industry, especially Tesla and Mercedes are pretty far in it. And I do believe that we will receive the autonomous cars pretty soon. And that was also the question in the robotic field, in operating theater, are we able to work autonomously or not? And then together with Andrew, we started to search for some publications and some announcements in internet on this topic, and we just discovered that actually we don't have allowness to do something completely autonomous in operating theater, and we found some equipment which is actually doing it for us, and we are using this experience, and that's why we decided together with Andrew and Professor Navrat, a very well-known person in creating robots, operating robots, since more than 25 years. From Silesia, to write the book about the the promise of autonomic surgery. This is the second book. I think both of them will be accomplished to the end of the year and be probably printed. And I do hope that all the readers will like them.
Yeah, so Vincent and I submitted an article, a chapter already for the first book, which is called in English, Computer-Aided Imaging and Surgery. Don't ask me to say it in German. And the other one is Autonomous Artificial Intelligence Surgery and the Promise of Autonomous Actions. So yeah, once those are actually finished and published, we've already gotten quite a lot of submissions. We'll obviously publish that on social media and get it out to everybody, but it's been very exciting and a lot of working on that with you. We initially were going to do 1 book, and then Konrad is such a workaholic. After a few months, I found out that we are now working on 2 books. But I guess you have a lot of experience with publishing books.
Yeah, so then I think it is There are two things which are very important. So the first is just to squeeze out the ideas, and of course you have to be careful about the patents, about this, everything what you are saying. So that a lot of people are watching us and just grasping the ideas immediately. Anyway, I think to inspire the audience and inspire the younger colleagues just to join the modern technology and use this technology also in daily practice is this is what we all should do. And the progress cannot be stopped. The progress is developing, and when we will not do it, that's the other colleagues will for sure go for it. And the China, South Korea, Israel, and Norway, they are really very active in this field, and a lot of developments are coming from those countries. And the second thing is when we already know all those colleagues who wants to attend the progress and spread the news. So probably the writing books or writing the articles, this is the best way to present ourselves to the others that we are active, and we would like to move the surgery forwards.
So, Vincent knows I recently finished a master's in artificial intelligence, because I really feel it's important for the next generation of surgeons to have specific expertise. So Vincent, you also have a master's. So when did you do your master's in artificial intelligence, and what do you recommend for some of our younger, or maybe even some of our older listeners who are surgeons who are interested in AI? Is a master's necessary? Is a PhD necessary, or are there other ways to learn about this?
Yeah, that's a good point. And again, congratulations, Andrew, on your recent master's. I have a master's in information systems, and the focus of it was on very complex analytics. So, using next gen technologies to analyze data, and certainly machine learning and its accoutrements, lend themselves to that. But what I'm so excited to hear, and Konrad just brought up an interesting point as you did, is my opinion, I'm sure we all agree, because we've all gone and we've gotten additional degrees we found they were important to do. I would propose the following. So a master's is like 35 to 40 credits. It's like 10 courses to 13 courses. Surgical residents don't have time for that. That's a bit much. But there's certificate programs, and a certificate program is 3 or 4 courses with a focus. And I would propose the following. This is good for the conversation. Our surgical residents are very smart people. They may have technical, they may have had an undergraduate degree in physics or electrical engineering, and they're techie people. Some of them are not as techie as others. But it's to the collective good that our surgical residents perhaps take 1 or 2 courses in innovation, in technology, and foundational things that they're going to need to use. And that's groundbreaking. No, I don't know a program in the world that's got an AI certificate program for surgical residents. Over their 5 years, they come out at the end of the day, with a new set of skills that bring value to their departments wherever they go. So Konrad, I mean, that sounds interesting. Being able to give our residents a little boot camp, an intensive boot camp in quote AI on the technology side, the business side, and how's that sound?
Yeah, so then I admire the idea. I think then to getting the degree in the from informatics or mentioned or included artificial intelligence, it is necessary development and necessary knowledge to implicate and influence the progress in the surgery. Myself, I did twice the courses in MIT. It was online. We had the pandemic. It was just twice 6 weeks, and it was amazing to figure out what the others are doing and how they implicate the artificial intelligence in medicine and in healthcare. So once were maybe a little bit more general, it was for healthcare, and so it was included also some sort of management using artificial intelligence. It was quite interesting, and I do believe that all the colleagues who are interested in developing new innovative technologies need to have the background and know what the others applications are, and then you can also of this background have better ideas how to use also the new breakthrough influences or developments of the other colleagues. And one short back to the title of the German title of the book is Computergestützte Visualisierung in der Chirurgie. So this is what how we decide to call this the first book. I think 1 year later we have already all the chapters in English. And 1 year later, in 2023, it will appear also in English. So, but the second point, which is very important, are the students, the medical students. And when I'm talking with them, they just admire the technology and they want to be a part of it. This is the generation where all the games, all the everything what we have, what we know actually when we were a little bit older than and after study, what was coming on the game market or something. The guys just grew out with that. The iPhone, it was not. It is not the development of the in the last 10 years for us, or maybe 15 years, but they grew out with that. And I do believe we have to have also the course during the study about informatics and artificial intelligence and new technologies. It is so important. I was talking with several universities. Also with Emory, they are very progressive in States. They wanted to introduce 2-semester course for the medical students during the study.
Nice.
Also in the LMU, it was the topic before the pandemic, and the pandemic stopped it a little bit. We didn't do any progress in this area. But I do hope it will come still maybe end of the year, and we start to add the courses for the students, just to prepare them for the new cybernetization of medicine. This is what will happen for sure in the next 5 years. What do you think?
So yeah, Konrad, what I'm trying to get you to talk about, and we can edit this out from the podcast if you want me to, is I believe you've created an entire master's that you've done all of the documentation, you've written the courses, and you're currently talking with universities where you would offer your course. So I'm wondering if we're able to talk about it. Is it a course for surgeons, or is it a course for medical students, or is it something you'd rather not talk about right now?
So this what I was thinking about was more the course for the students during the medical study, because there is a lot of computer work after that. You have to be immediately after the study integrated into the systems which we have in the hospitals. They are storing the pictures, they are storing the videos, they are storing also some diagnosis of the patients, and when you are familiar with that, you can use it for the new technologies. So to use the simple TensorFlow to start to teach some issues, also the computers. And in my opinion, when you are just prepared for this start, you can be faster, and the colleagues will have absolutely great ideas how to make the work simple and efficient. This is what, and then everything what we are repeating all the time should be excluded from the daily
Oh,
work.
absolutely. We need to do away with the rote things, repetitive things.
Sure. And that's why I was started to develop the program for the students. But actually, it could be 90% of this could be used for develop the master and preparing the colleagues who are interested to use some codes, algorithms, and artificial intelligence in the daily practice. It would be also very helpful. When I first time heard about Cognito, it was amazing. But the industry.
Cognito, what is that?
This is the artificial intelligence program, which actually every single call center is using, and it can recognize the not-verbal speech to just make some sort of recognition in what level of feeling you are. You want to talk. This is the first question. The second question: are you just be likely to buy something? This is the second question. What the computer is answering, and the third question is: the person who is talking to you should ask you for some data or not. This is what is the program doing, and the calling person is getting this information on the screen from the Cognito. But the story how it was developed is much more interesting. It was initially this program, which is located in natural speech processing, natural language processing, was placed for to diagnose the psychological disorders, and was actually was developed in medicine, and then was started to be used in the call centers. And it is probably the basic thing what the guys are using now. It's very interesting. But even more interested, I was just fascinating that we have another program as much better than this which we are using by iPhone, or we are using it by the Echo, is Amalia. Amalia is first was mentioned as a first cybernetic coworker. And it's I know how much it costs, and what can this program do. It is like a speaking bot. So then it's talking to you, and it could send you an email, make an appointment, and it is organizing a little bit your office. So it is working 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. So for that reason, it could be very interesting to get all the doctors more or less a secretary. And we were thinking about this to buy the license of it. The program is more focused on the just average office and not the medical one. But with the medical one, the speaking bots, there are two companies, one in States and second in Poland, which are very progressive and working pretty hard. And I think very shortly this market will be attacking us also, and will helping the doctors just to avoid this what nobody likes to talk.
That reminds me of, and you might know this word better than I do, the origin of the word robot. It's a Slavic word. You guys
Yes.
know what it comes from?
Yes, it's come from Czech. It's the main word is robota. It's work. It's like it's the translation and the robot.
I was told, which is very similar. I was told that it means slave.
Yeah, it's combined with work, with something, but work in meaning something to do. It's like
Interesting. Okay.
it's but in Czech and in Polish it's the same, but the original word is coming from Czech speech. Yes.
Okay. My God, that's I love the origin of words, because etymology is one of my favorite thinkers. Noam Chomsky is a linguist, and the study of language to truly understand things is to go back to the origin is I love it. Thank you for correcting me then, because I've been going around saying it's slave, but it's I like your version much better than what I've been told.
The original words, it is always combined with culture, and this culture, which is the most progressive and most innovative, is influencing the others. And now it is for sure the language is English. We become a lot of English words in the dictionary with different endings, but the main word is mostly coming from English speech. It was the part of the French in 17th century, and also some German words were also used in the history. So it's very interesting how it is developing, and I am questioning myself which language will come the next.
Yes, we will see. The next language I want to learn is German, but I'm not sure that'll be the next one. But that's it's a personal choice. So
you can learn Mandarin like Dr. O'Reilly, who's
I know
in Beijing. He's studying Mandarin.
Trust me, that would be wise. I know. I want to do German first.
The Chinese is really Mandarin is very difficult. Of the science of the writing, we cannot combine it with anything what we know.
Well, the sad thing is, really, I feel almost bad for the modern generation because of the technology of natural language processing. It's so easy to translate things with Google Translate. You had that app that function where you could just open your camera and it would be able to just change whatever you're looking at into whatever language you want. I mean, we're going to have universal translators to the point where learning languages is probably going to become a thing of the past, like learning how to draw or something. Was completely supplanted by the camera.
So we have the translations machines. They are pretty good. I was using it in China, and so it was not a problem to communicate with the persons. You need a little bit more time because you have to record your sentence and then translate it into Chinese, and then make the same from the person which you are dialogue with. But it is possible to talk to the person in the language you don't really know. It's amazing stuff. It's
really something out of Star Trek.
Yeah. So this is something like I know from Star Trek. Yes, yes. I am always a big fan of this movie.
Yeah, me too. Vincent, you do a lot of natural language processing, but I have noticed that we are way over time. So Konrad, we're going to have to schedule a follow-up.
Yeah, we need a follow-up.
Yeah, because I want to hear about the work you do in robotics, but we don't have time right now.
So then I will be pleased to connect with you next time.
Great.
Fantastic.
So I need you to teach me another. The last time I told you what I knew in Polish, you didn't like it, so I'm going to ask you to say goodbye in Polish for us, please.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
In Polish, auf Wiedersehen auf Deutsch.
Auf Wiedersehen. And how do you say thank you in the two in Polish and German? Danke, of course, and in Polish?
Thank you in Polish is dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
In German, danke.
Danke. Okay. Very good. So thanks everybody. We'll sign off. Hopefully this got recorded. We'll find out, and if so, we'll have it published on the website, Artificial Intelligence Surgery, which is aisjournal.net. And have a great day, everybody. Thanks.
Take care, everyone.
For calling in.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.